Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks update on the trail on Cigar Mile Day. Let's get an update on the Remsen Stakes, also the Demoiselle Stakes. A couple of undefeated horses continue their winning ways in both those stakes races. Meanwhile, a fast colt in the Inaugural Stakes at Tampa Bay serves notice that he could be a horse to watch in the Sam F. Davis as we move into 2025. Yes, the Derby 125 getting closer, 2025, and Derby number 151. We've got a Remsen update, a Demoiselle recap, and the Inaugural Stakes from Tampa Bay Downs. Let's start off Kentucky Derby prep season, and the post positions were drawn earlier this week for the Remsen Stakes. Now, the even money favorite in the race was Keewatin, trained by Chad Brown. The second choice was Tux at 7-2. Poster went off at 7-2, 4-1, and Aviator Gee was right around 7-1. Meanwhile, Tux took the lead from the rail. Keewatin pressured and picking up the pieces with a 3-wide move on the turn. It was Poster to remain undefeated. Now Poster 3 for 3 for Godolphin Blue. Godolphin has now had stakes wins last week at Churchill Downs. They bring out another one this week. This one was running for the first time on the dirt. Let's take a look at this one. Sire is Munnings. The jockey was Flavien Prat for the first time, and Poster now 3 for 3. Let's look at the head-on view. Fifth place early, Poster was able to save ground, tuck in behind horses, really draft behind horses. They went the opening quarter in sub 24, the half 48.59, 113-2 for 6 furlongs. Tux was battling Keewatin. Then it was Poster making that move, 3 to 4 wide on the turn, wearing the Godolphin Blue. Then Poster with that 4-wide move on the turn to take the lead, and then holds off Aviator Gee in the stretch drive. They win a mile in 137-4. The final time was 150.37. Poster opened up that lead in mid-stretch, and then Aviator Gee made one final run, made it close at the line, but Flavien Prat rides the winner, Poster, who is now 3 for 3 for Godolphin Blue, and Owen Hardy picks up another stakes win after winning last week the Kentucky Jockey Club with First Resort. Now, Poster 3 for 3 in his career after winning the Remsen. Of course, Godolphin the owner, Flavien Prat the jockey, and the sire is Munnings, of course, by Spacetown. But the Tappet mare adds a little bit of distance. I like the fact that Poster was able to rate a little bit off the pace. Now, will we see him in the Jerome or the Withers? Or Owen Hardy also likes to go down the Tampa Bay. We could maybe see in the Tampa Bay Derby or a race like the Sam F. Davis if they want to go that route. But lots of options for Poster and for Owen Hardy. Now, the runner-up, second and third place in this race, Aviator Gee. I thought he checked in the stretch. He was able to come from off the pace. He's by Uncle Mo. He's trained by Chad Brown. I think we'll see him in either the Jerome Stakes or the Withers Stakes and races like the Wood Memorial. He seems to be improving. Tux, I thought he ran a good race. He went from 6.5 furlongs. He set the pace in this race. He took fractions, was pressured by Keewatin, lost the lead to Poster, still ran on late, and I don't think he necessarily wants the lead. He was kind of forced to the lead from that rail, and they couldn't let Keewatin get an early lead. Keewatin looks more like a sprinter after running in this race. Now, the Demoiselle post positions were drawn. The big favorite at 2-5 was Muhimma. You also had some action on Beauty Reigns and also Liam in the Dust, who had lost to Muhimma at Churchill Downs the last time. In this race, it was Muhimma at 2-5, picking up the win for Brad Cox. Early on, she took the lead out of the gate. She broke well from the rail, took the lead into the first quarter of a mile, really was able to relax, set easy fractions, and Demoiselle was pretty much over at that point with Muhimma getting a little bit pressure. You know, she took the lead into the stretch. The 10 made a run at her, but Muhimma, who ran faster than the boys, she ran 149 and change, faster at the 6 furlong mark, faster at the mile mark, faster final time for Muhimma rather than Poster. Now, she did it with a little bit softer, easier trip. Poster came from off the pace. He was able to draft horses. Muhimma now 3 for 3 in her career. She's by Munnings. Again, Brad Cox kind of dominating the fillies division. Godolphin winning the Good Cheer race last week in the fillies race. Shadwell winning this one with Muhimma. And Daughter of Munnings out of a Tappet mare. We're starting to see Tappet as a broodmare influence. And Munnings, he's gotten a lot of quality fillies and colts, but distance has kind of eluded him. But Muhimma, a 7-length win, a 5-length win, and now winning the Demoiselle on Saturday at Aqueduct, a big race for Muhimma. Now we go down to Tampa Bay. Donut God was bet down in pool number 2 of the Kentucky Derby Futures last week. Donut God ran a 109. Look at this race. Early, kind of took the lead out of the gate, set a fast opening quarter, a fast half mile, 45 and change, and then a final time just over 109 flat. It was Donut God. He's by into mischief. Looks like a speedy runner. Lynch is the trainer on this one, but he's now got to win at Churchill Downs. He's now got to win. I like the fact that he shipped down in a second lifetime start, won at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay can sometimes be kind of a tricky surface to run over for the first time without a lot of training. It was an Inaugural Stakes victory to Donut God. He picks up that win. He's now 2 for 2. Do we see a horse like him in the Sam F. Davis? Do they point to the Tampa Bay Derby? Or maybe do they try to get one more tightener before they stretch him out to a 1 1/16 or a 1 1/8? A lot of options are open for Donut God, but he definitely has some speed. He's kind of a blocky horse. 2 for 2 and a 109. I think the Beyer speed figure and Brisnet speed figure will come up big on Donut God. Now, a 12-horse field has been drawn for the Springboard Mile. We're going to have a preview up of that later on this week. You've got Speed King. You've got a horse like Dr. Ruben M., Medicine Dog, Mr. Omaha, and Blue Angel for Steve Asmussen entered in the Springboard Mile. We've got the Los Al Futurity and the Gunrunner Stakes and the Untappable Stakes later on this month from the fairgrounds at the end of the year before we go into 2025. But an exciting day of racing, more juvenile racing action to continue this year. Sign up for my free racing selections. We're going to have Oaklawn Park in a couple of weeks. Then we'll do the fairgrounds to close out the year on their big card, and it's free. Just sign up in the description below. Triple Crown Prospectus comes out January 6th. Every Monday, 2,000 words on the 3-year-olds. It's free. Sign up in the description below. If you signed up last year, you're good to go for the Triple Crown Prospectus. What did you think of the Remsen, the Demoiselle, and the Inaugural Stakes winner? Leave a comment. Impressive from Muhimma, and also a big win with Flavien Prat and Poster. Remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says, people have opinions, horses have the facts.